It's time now for the latest in local news and news. Good news for School Superintendent Sean Kelly and the Wayne County Board of Education as their East Bluffs referendum passes by a vote count of 922 yes to 202 no and will remain being collected for the next 5 years. Projected to raise an additional $30 million for the local education system. 1,124 people voted out of a possible 17,778 registered voters for a whopping 6% of Wayne Countyans who opted to vote on the East Bluffs referendum. 578 people advance voted during the 3 weeks of early voting. 537 voted on Tuesday, the day of the election. Of those that voted, over 80% voted yes, and that was the objective, to keep the East Bluffs in place. Two major projects priorities for the school system: one, the building of a ROTC facility, also the building of a new ag center where the students can house their livestock. Other money will be used to pay off the existing debt of the renovation of James E. Bacon Elementary, for school buses, technology, for improvements to athletic facilities. Once again, the vote count 922 yes to 202 no. Current East Bluffs was set to end in June of 2024, but now will continue to bring in money to the school system. It will remain in place for the additional 5 years, and that 1 cent penny tax will continue to raise millions of dollars for the betterment of Wayne County education and kids. School Superintendent Sean Kelly stated last night that he personally wants to thank the citizens of Wayne County for their continued support of the school system and the students that they serve. He says the school system will work to honor the commitment made to the community through passing the East Bluffs referendum. Again, Dr. Kelly will be one of our guests tomorrow morning on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. Sheriff Chuck Mosley and Sheriff's Department still seeking information on that body that was found on March 14th. The Criminal Investigation Division members responded to a 911 call about a deceased person. The person was located in a wooded area off Hortense Road. Body has been sent to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy and identification. No foul play suspected. The identity of the person is being withheld pending positive ID and notification of the next of kin. But again, if anyone has information regarding this incident, they're asked to call the Wayne County Sheriff's Department. The number is 912-427-5970, extension 1304. Again, the body found back on March 14th off a wooded area near Hortense Road. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Just 1 week left of the Georgia legislative session, and today on the World Famous Butch and Bob Show, we'll be checking in with State Representative Buddy DeLoach. Yesterday in Atlanta, Georgia Senate budget writers passed a spending plan for the upcoming year that would give state troopers, GBI investigators, and game wardens a raise of $6,000, while teachers and other state employees will receive a $2,000 raise. Budget for fiscal year 2024 passed the Senate Appropriations Committee, now heads to the chamber for its consideration. Lawmakers need to finalize a spending plan before they end their session next week, and a full Senate vote will set up negotiations between the chambers. Senate leaders had extra money to spend after cutting about $105 million from the governor's proposal for University System of Georgia spending. That's essentially the same amount Kemp and lawmakers recently approved for a new electronic medical record system for the Medical College of Georgia, part of Augusta University. Senate proposal increases pay raises for some law enforcement staffers, such as state troopers, from the $2,000 increase the governor proposed and $4,000 the House proposed to $6,000. Senate Appropriations Chairman Blake Tiller says the raises are aimed at retaining law enforcement, and it was funded by reducing the money budgeted to train new state troopers. Tiller says we're not trying to single anyone out and make them more important than others, but we were trying to recognize the hard work and the increased duties we have placed on these individuals over the past 2 years. He says we believe keeping our experienced law enforcement matters, and there's a learning curve when we bring in new state troopers. Fiscal year 2024 budget that the Senate writers passed includes a $1.25 million to open a Georgia State Patrol satellite post in Buckhead, Georgia, that would house up to 20 troopers from the Motor Unit and Nighthawks DUI Task Force. Wayne County Commissioners met yesterday for the person interviewing the 4 candidates seeking the job of county administrator. Still no timetable as to when a new administrator will be announced, as once they make their selection, they have to negotiate a contract and other details. Only one local candidate among the 4 that were interviewed yesterday, that's Paul Andrade, who's seeking the position of county administrator. And once again, the interview was conducted yesterday. Now it's just a matter of time before they announce who the new administrator will be. Position currently being held by county administrator or county clerk / administrator Amanda Hanna, who stated she's not interested in the position full time. County's last administrator, Ed Jeffers, resigned after the first meeting with the newly elected commissioners. Jeffers first sent out a letter saying he was going to leave after serving out the year, but after a lengthy executive session, Jeffers resigned and left the building, agreeing to a $50,000 buyout, also being allowed to remain on the county's insurance policy until the end of the year. Once again, the next county administrator should be announced shortly, and we'll continue to follow the story as it develops. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes and news. Again, a reminder, the Altamont River Run had to be postponed this weekend. It's rescheduled for Saturday, April 1st due to the high river level, and the river level is being monitored during this postponement to ensure the safety of the paddlers. Wayne County Board of Tourism, though, hosting a first annual event, the inaugural Jesup Porch Fest, a music festival held on the porches and lawns of historic homes and churches in the Old Town neighborhood of the Jesup, bordered by Brunswick, Bay, Wayne, and Plum Streets. It's set for April 22nd from 2 to 5 p.m. Local musicians will be performing, allowing visitors to enjoy music from different venues, traveling by car, bicycles, or on foot between the different host sites. Modeled after Porch Fest from around the country and more closely by Brunswick's event, this event will spotlight local talent as well as Jesup's local history. In its first year, the Porch Fest Committee plans to feature 12 sites with 12 performances. A map with times and places will be available for visitors. An information tent will be set up at the corner of Brunswick and Plum Street, adjacent to First Baptist Church. Anyone interested in performing, or if you need more information, should contact Heather Altman at the Wayne County Board of Tourism office. That number 912-427-3233. Then come by the Jesup Train Depot. And the Jesup Porch Fest is set for Saturday, April 22nd from 2 to 5 p.m. Wayne County Chamber of Commerce gearing up for their 14th annual Taste of Wayne, a night at the races. Again, tickets are still available at the Chamber office. Number to call 427-2028. Tickets are $50 for members, $75 for non-members, but everyone is invited to attend. Appling County hosted their 6th annual Law Enforcement and First Responder Expo. Takes place April the 5th at the Appling County Ag Center from 10 to 3 p.m. Lunch will be compliments at the Appling County Sheriff's Office. Again, Appling County Sheriff Mark Mellon is going to join us March 31st on the Butch and Bob Show to promote the event, and set for April 5th in Appling County. And the first annual Step and I Gala for Wayne County, a black tie benefit, youth enrichment and community empowerment, set for Saturday, March 25th from 6 to 10 p.m. Tickets for this event are $75. If you need more information or tickets, contact the Wayne Empowerment Association, the number 912-427-3179. That's going to do it for the latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan's having a great day.